more people are adopting vegetarian and vegan diets, be it for the animals, for the planet, or for their health. But some of you might wonder how to get enough protein when you are eating plant-based.
Wow, don't you know it? I always get asked that question.
She really does.
Our next guest is here to help. Natalie Rizzo is a New York-based dietitian and the founder of Greenleats, a sports nutrition blog for vegetarian and vegan athletes.
I love this.
And today she's sharing recipes from her upcoming cookbook, Planted Performance. Welcome.
Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. This is a topic I love talking about.
You and this one both.
Yes.
And you even are dressed similarly. Look at that.
Exactly.
I know, we're twins today.
Yeah.
I mean, we always get asked that question. I'm plant-based, and where do you get your protein? How do you get your protein? So how do we get our protein?
I'm going to show you 3 different ways. These are 3 different recipes from the books, but we're going to talk about 3 different proteins.
Beautiful.
So the first one is oats. A lot of people don't think about whole grains as having protein,
No.
but oats do. There's about 5 grams of protein in half a cup. And this is a homemade muesli. So it has oats, almonds, and pumpkin seeds. There's about 10 grams of protein in there. And then I paired it with Greek yogurt, so you're getting about 20 grams in the whole bowl.
Now, how do you get it toasted? Is that...
It's literally 10 minutes in the oven.
Okay.
It's just
10
oats,
minutes.
almonds, pumpkin seeds, and cranberries with some spices. I call it a pumpkin pie muesli
Oh,
because
that
it has
sounds
pumpkin
delicious.
pie spices.
That is.
10 minutes with toasting in the oven.
Okay, so whole grain, source of protein. Wouldn't think that. I'm just thinking about carbs when I'm thinking about oatmeal. So okay, next up.
Next up, we have chickpeas.
I love chickpeas.
A lot of people think of beans. Maybe you're not using chickpeas that much. Chickpeas have about 6 grams in half a cup. And I have a chickpea smash avocado wrap that I have in my book, which is just basically chickpeas, avocados, lemon, a little bit of lettuce, all in a wrap. It's about 20 grams of protein
I
in there.
can smell it. It
And
smells delicious.
Yes, it does. And the key is always to season. A lot of people think obvious. They think, oh, you're plant-based, you're vegan, you're vegetarian, you're eating food with like no taste. And that's not true.
No.
And leading us to our next point, tempeh. Tell us about tempeh and how to prepare it.
Tempeh is something that I think a lot of people are not familiar with.
I'm
This is-
afraid of it. I'm not going to lie to you. I've never had it.
Why?
I've heard of it.
It's not super appetizing here, but hopefully it is here.
is.
This is a tempeh gyro. Tempeh is a fermented soybean. So it's mixed with a whole grain like rice, and it has 16 grams of protein in 3 ounces.
Oh my goodness.
So it's got a lot. And we
How much protein do we need in our diet every day?
It depends on your activity
Sure.
level. So if you're not super active, you need about 0.3 grams per pound of body weight. If you are an
Write that down,
athlete,
do the math later.
yeah, you need about 0.7 grams per
Okay.
pound. So think about your weight, divide it in half, and that's about how much protein you'd eat in a day.
And why is protein so important? Does that turn into muscle? Like, how does that all work?
Protein is what builds muscle, but it's also in your hair, your skin, your nails. And a lot of people don't realize protein helps with hunger. So you think of
Yes.
you eat a lot of carbs, you're hungry 30 minutes later.
Empty.
If you eat protein, you stay full for a while.
That I can attest to. Now, oh, what did I just want to ask you? Are you an athlete yourself?
I am. I've run some marathons.
Oh,
and-
so
yeah.
she's run some marathons.
And she recently had a baby.
I did.
No,
I
you
did.
didn't.
Yeah, I did
She
all
looks
of this.
fantastic.
Congratulations! You look fantastic. Are
Thank
you
you.
running again?
I am.
Already
I
back
ran
to it. Oh my gosh.
2 half marathons after baby.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, girl.
Did you, I mean, how did you feel and how did you
Probably
prepare?
great because she's fueled.
Yeah, I felt good. I ran until I was 33 weeks pregnant, which is a little, some people think a little insane, but
I'm sure you
No,
got
it's
some looks on
not.
the street.
Yeah.
I ran up until about 6 months, and that's all I could handle because I felt like I was going to give birth.
Yeah.
But yeah, doctor says a lot of women, as long as your body's used to it, can run up until
yeah,
D-Day. if
we got the
anything.
green light.
Now tell us, like, plant protein compared to animal protein. How do they compare? What's the difference?
So
what do you need to know?
It's interesting. You have to think about, you have to eat a higher volume of food. I always make the comparison of tofu and chicken.
Okay.
So 3 ounces of tofu has about 10 grams of protein, but it only has 90 calories, whereas 3 ounces of chicken has about 20 grams of protein and 200 calories.
Okay.
So technically you can eat double the amount of tofu and get the same amount of protein and calories. So you have to basically eat more on a plant-based diet to make up for the protein and calories.
That's
what-
all right. I like to eat.
Yeah,
I'm down for
exactly.
eating more. I'll try.
Me both. What would you say is your favorite recipe in this book?
Oh, there is
It's
a
a must-have.
cauliflower taco with a chipotle crema that's made with a tofu sauce. So it's completely vegan.
Oh
It's
my gosh.
silken tofu,
Oh,
so
Lord.
you blend it and it's creamy. Try
It's
it.
so interesting because I
Natalie,
was
Natalie,
just saying to
Natalie.
my husband, we need to do cauliflower tacos. We usually do jackfruit tacos, and that's also yummy. But
All right.
yeah, I'll definitely try this.
Congratulations, my friend. Her cookbook, Planet Performance, hits store shelves on March 28th. And for more information, you can visit her website, greenleats.com.